British aid worker murder investigation deepens as suspects-in-laws reportedly opposed marriage. The investigation into the killing of British aid worker Elisabeth-Jane Ross has taken another dramatic turn as reports claim the family of the Afghan man accused of her murder never approved of his marriage to his American wife, adding another layer of scrutiny to a case that has shocked both Greece and the United Kingdom. Ross, a 38-year-old humanitarian volunteer from Edinburgh, Scotland, was found dead inside a suitcase abandoned in a derelict building in Athens after she was reported missing. Greek authorities have charged 26-year-old Afghan national Sharif Ahmadzai, a champion boxer and former refugee, with murder, robbery and related offences. Ahmadzai denies killing Ross, claiming he discovered her already dead before disposing of her body and stealing her belongings. Greek prosecutors dispute that account as their investigation continues. A case that has captured international attention. Ross was well known among humanitarian organizations for dedicating years of her life to helping refugees, migrants, and vulnerable communities throughout Greece. Friends described her as compassionate, deeply committed to Christian ministry, and someone who regularly volunteered with organizations providing assistance to displaced families from Afghanistan, Iran, and other conflict zones. She had traveled to Athens numerous times over the years and was considered familiar with the city's refugee community. Her final trips, however, ended in tragedy. After family and friends became unable to contact her, concern quickly grew. Investigators later discovered evidence suggesting someone had continued using her mobile phone and bank cards after her death, in what police believe may have been an attempt to delay discovery of the crime. Discovery of the body. Authorities eventually found Ross's body concealed inside a suitcase that had been abandoned inside an unused building in Athens. The discovery launched a major homicide investigation involving forensic experts, surveillance footage, and financial investigators. Police soon focused on Ahmadzai after reviewing CCTV footage and examining ATM transactions allegedly conducted using Ross's bank cards. Investigators say surveillance video appears to show the suspect transporting a large suitcase believed to contain Ross's body before abandoning it. They also allege thousands of euros were withdrawn using her financial cards after her death.
Adventure starts with the right gear, and it all starts at shackshop.us. From stylish women's swimsuits and premium camping tents to paddleboards, underwater drones, and dependable dinghies, we have everything you need for your next outdoor adventure. Whether you're exploring the water or relaxing on shore, gear up with quality products at unbeatable prices. Visit shackshop.us today and make every adventure.
Champion boxer turned suspect before his arrest, Ahmadzai had become known in Greece as a successful amateur boxer. His life story had drawn widespread attention. According to reports, he fled Afghanistan after surviving years of conflict, eventually arriving in Greece as a refugee. There he rebuilt his life, learned Greek, embraced Christianity, married an American missionary, and became active in refugee outreach programs. He had even written a memoir describing his journey from war and loss toward hope and faith. That inspiring public image has now been overshadowed by the criminal accusations against him. Wife became key witness. One of the most surprising developments in the investigation involves Ahmadzai's wife, American missionary Elena Hall. According to multiple reports, Hall became suspicious after tracking her husband's movements on the night Ross disappeared. She allegedly noticed him at Ross's apartment and later became concerned after he returned with expensive gifts and cash. Police say Hall eventually provided investigators with important information that helped advance the case. Her cooperation reportedly became a significant turning point during the investigation. Reports about the marriage. New reports indicate that Ahmadzai's in-laws had never fully supported the marriage. According to the Daily Mail, relatives reportedly had reservations about the relationship long before the murder investigation began. While these family concerns have attracted media attention, authorities have not suggested that they are directly connected to the homicide investigation. Instead, investigators remain focused on forensic evidence, surveillance footage, financial records, and witness testimony as they prepare the case for court. The suspect's defense, Ahmadzai, has denied murdering Ross. According to his reported account, he claims he entered the apartment and discovered Ross already dead. He acknowledges moving her body and taking her belongings, but insists he was not responsible for causing her death. Greek investigators strongly dispute that explanation. Police allege the available evidence, including CCTV footage, financial transactions, and forensic findings, supports the murder charges filed against him. Initial medical examinations reportedly suggest Ross died from asphyxiation, although toxicology testing continues. A humanitarian remembered back in Scotland, Ross is being remembered not for the circumstances of her death, but for the compassion that defined her life. Members of her church described her as someone who devoted herself to helping others regardless of nationality or religion. She participated in humanitarian missions throughout Greece and worked extensively alongside refugees fleeing violence and persecution. Church leaders say her life revolved around serving others and sharing hope with vulnerable communities. Friends have spoken about her kindness, generosity, and unwavering commitment to humanitarian work. Continuing investigation, Greek forensic teams continue examining physical evidence while prosecutors prepare their case. Authorities are reviewing CCTV footage, mobile phone records, ATM withdrawals, DNA evidence, toxicology reports, witness statements. Investigators are also attempting to establish an exact timeline covering Ross's final hours before her death. Police believe digital evidence may prove especially important in determining precisely what occurred inside the apartment where Ross was last seen alive. International cooperation. Because Ross was a British citizen killed overseas, British authorities are also involved. Police Scotland continues supporting Ross's family, while the UK's Foreign Office remains in contact with Greek investigators. International cooperation has become an important part of ensuring evidence is properly shared as the prosecution moves forward. Court proceedings ahead. Ahmadzai is expected to appear before a Greek magistrate as legal proceedings continue. If convicted, he could face severe penalties under Greek law. His defense team is expected to challenge the prosecution's interpretation of the forensic evidence while maintaining that he did not kill Ross. Much may depend on the final forensic reports, including toxicology findings and additional expert testimony. A community seeking answers for Ross's family, church, and friends, the focus remains on obtaining answers and justice. Those who knew her describe an individual who dedicated her life to helping strangers in difficult circumstances. Her death has sent shockwaves through humanitarian organizations operating in Greece, many of whose volunteers continue working with refugees despite the tragedy. As investigators continue gathering evidence, many unanswered questions remain. How exactly did Ross die? What events led to her final meeting with the accused? And will the forensic evidence fully explain what happened during those final hours in Athens? Those answers are expected to emerge as Greek courts begin hearing the evidence in one of the country's most closely watched criminal investigations of the year.